Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. All right, let's get into it. Morning warm up, and then we'll be moving on to our edits and stuff for today. All right, I found this nice drawing online, and that's what we're gonna start with. Okay, so let's hide the goofy eyeballs. I think I can delete that. And then we really want to get this nice oval shape that we're seeing. Something like that, just to start with. And okay. So I've definitely confirmed for myself that generally the face is flat. Um, it's like, especially for stylized characters, to get that really stylized look, most of the face, front of the face is very, very flat. And then it just kind of comes out for the nose, which we'll do in a second. But good to know. Good to know. Especially where it connects with the skull. We have that cheekbone right here, but the front of the face is very flat. You know, if you ignore the nose, the to cheekbone, that's a pretty flat surface. Um, let's join these. And we still kind of want to round the face a little bit more. That's looking pretty good. Just make the jaw a little sharper right here. Pull out the cheekbone or the jaw. Bam. Looking pretty good. Let's pinch the chin. Never quite works that way. To really just get in there and kind of smush it to make it pointy. All right, looks like a good base though. Let's work on these a little bit. Bring them to the side. Push this around because it comes into a very, very sharp point. Oops. Bam. Hey, good morning, Era. Hello. Thank you for the bucket. How is your day going? Welcome. Ahoy, indeed. You remembered for once. And then, hey there, Schnardum. I know, I always forget to turn it on, but, I'm trying. I just need I think what the trick is just take a moment to get everything set up before I actually start streaming. Be okay tomorrow off. Hey, yeah. So this is Friday. Still don't want. Well, heck yeah. I'm glad you're getting a little extra rest. Definitely enjoy your weekend. Forgot I had a game last night, so never did the thing I was gonna. Uh, oh, you're going to a northeastern con. Okay. And at times like this, I enjoy unemployment. The weekend is forever. Got all the time in the world. No rest, only con. Gotcha. That's exciting, though. I mean, that's a good kind of busy, getting a fun con. Which one are you going to again? I believe we talked about this a week or two ago, but I forget. No, actually, I'm going to keep the face very flat. And I'm just going to pull out the nose and the lips. I'm going to leave everything else alone. Heck yeah. Well, I hope you have a blast. I was going to try to make a furry joke, but I can't think of a good pun. A fur blast? No, that sounds weird. I won't be sober, so I should. Good. Actually, before we do that, let's make a shape with our mask. This. Invert. And then we're just going to move it. Like so. And the eyes are actually a little higher up than you would intuitively guess. So we got the ear in the right spot. Push the gem a little. The nose could be a little bit higher. And then I think we'll do an open mouth this time and try to actually get like that smile in there. Hello, Zaraj. Do I know Nikolay Naidenov? I do not. But hello, welcome. Bam. Move it again. Like that. And then we're going to inflate the edges of this shape in order to make the lip. Smooth it, inflate. "3D teacher sculptor." Oh, heck yeah. But no, I'm not familiar with him personally. I may have seen some of his videos, though, if he's on YouTube. It's kind of the thing with YouTube, right? It's like you end up watching videos from people that other people know, but you personally don't. But I'm certainly interested in learning more about sculpting. I'm slowly trying to do a daily practice. So this is part of that right now. We're doing one sculpture for an hour a day. That's the plan, at least. The hope. Trying to level up, you know? Sculpting is fun. It is. It is very fun. Um, I've kind of stuck with subdivision modeling over the last year or two, but I've just realized that in order to really improve my uh, 3D models, I got to learn how to sculpt well. So that is the plan. Get good. All right, let's do a quick proportion setup here for the body and stuff. By the way, Sam, have you ever used SDAI web things lately? Not any sort of web things, but I've been using Automatic 1111. Saw some updates on GitHub and some models. Not sure if it's worth the effort since I hardly use it myself, but not sure there's anything new slash fancy. I do use it for quickly blocking out like shots for my D&D sessions. Um, so if I want to get like, that's the one I mean. Gotcha, gotcha. I haven't updated it in a while, but I think I should. I know they have some sort of larger model, but I think they mean like in terms of output size. Like it literally outputs larger um, stuff. It's such a vague way to say it, but resolution. It outputs larger resolution. So I'm kind of interested in that, but it wasn't so compelling that I was like, oh, I have to update right away. All right, just a basic block out of these shapes there. Um, doo, 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 doo. But I have been enjoying the control net stuff because I tried Midjourney this last weekend just to see what it's capable of, and I would say that the diffusions themselves are of a higher quality, but because you can't control it in any way, it's only prompting. Um, I really find it lackluster in comparison to Stable Diffusion. But certainly an interesting space to be exploring. Um, I'm not sure quite how I feel about AI at the moment. It's like I don't really have a problem with technology, but I feel like there will be some issues with corporate culture and not corporate world and infringing on people that are trying to make a living. So a little torn on that. Um, but at the same time, it's like it's gonna happen for sure. People are gonna use it. It's like it's not going away. The box Pandora's box is open. Um, so anyway, that's a tangent. Uh, but I am enjoying some of the stuff I can make out of it. I think it's quite fun. For me, it's just Google Images. To be fair, at the moment, it basically is. Yeah, if like I think the only like immediately practical use I have seen so far has been um, making alpha textures for sculpting. And so it's like, oh man, I need like a crumbly stone texture. Perfect. I'll just open Midjourney and have it make me some alpha texture. It's like that makes sense. That makes sense to me. And I don't think that in affects people too badly. Hey there, Adam. Smooth operator. How we doing? We're styling. We're sculpting. That was my little pose. I don't know that. I regret making that pose. But we're doing good. We're doing another little warm up sculpt, just getting everything in. I mean, we already have algorithms for noise slash break slash wave, just so to say. Yes, current SD is more advanced, but perfectly usable for those types of things. Absolutely. And at the end of the day, it's like people don't relate to AI art. So I think as good as AI art can get, it's still only going to be valuable in the context of how people use it. Um, so, there will be problems, but I don't think they'll be so unmanageable as the naysayers maybe predict. I am trying to join in on the sculpting hour. Heck yeah, but for some reason I end up in edit mode pulling Fritz around as usual. It's the curse. I mean, for like eyelashes and stuff, I'm pretty much always going in and uh just manually moving vertices around. It's it is what it is. I think there's probably some workflow that benefits from that. Alt. Oh, maybe Control Q. Alt Q. But I'm happy to hear you're joining in. Maybe we'll make a little study group every morning. You know, study time. Well, morning for me. Some people it's kind of late in the day. I'm unemployed. Time is relative. Inception music plays. Boom. And we will take this, mesh it, combine it. Actually, I think I'd rather combine this with the arms. Boom, boom, boom. Control J. Yeah, I think that was the right move. It's easier to define where the peck is than it is to do the other stuff I was trying. All right, some sort of proportions going on there. And let's unhide our eyeball. No, no, that's fine. Sorry, AFK there. Oh, that's fine. No, that's totally fine. Oops, wrong way. Bam. Switch back to this view. It's a lot easier to see the shape of the face in this. And I think we need to start working on the hair in order to really get everything placed correctly. What is going on? I think my cursor's up there. Okay, so we're going to move this over. Oh, dang it. I did that thing. Can't move things. Something is wrong. Plug my tablet really quick. I can't move anything. There we go. Wait, what? Something is weird. Hi. Oh, those are eyes. Terrifying, terrifying eyes. All right, so let's make some shapes. Boom. So we're gonna just very quickly block these in. Bam. So I tried last night to get ChatGPT to turn this into some sort of algorithm. Unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. I may need to ask someone with some programming experience to make it because I don't know how. But basically, we'll make little strips. Check our D to select. Dissolve. Get it down to a more reasonable count. All right, so this one is 27 vertices, and this one is 30. So we need to dissolve 3, then space again, and now we can bridge them. Got it. Like this. Bam. And then take these edges, bevel, and voila. That is by far the fastest way to make hair, in my humble opinion. And we'll just do as many as we can in a row. You know, saying in my humble opinion makes it sound not humble. These ones are just free floating here. Okay, let's move these around a little. Try to get them to line up a little bit better. Right about there. Okay, so this one has 45 and this one has 23. So pretty simple. 22, we need to dissolve 22 off of this one. So, perfect. Bridge. Oh, so close. 23, 25. Okay. There we go. Boom. Oops. And and I don't know why percent isn't the default bevel. It is so much better. And just continue. Zoom a little. All right, bridge those. Damn it, I forgot to do the count. 37, 47. So we need to dissolve 10. Boom. Boom. Nice. And then we'll just do one more for now. And then start placing. Do the rest of the hair some other thing. This one is 43. This one is 44. Wow, it's really even. That's the closest I've got to just doing it right away. M center. Bevel. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Oops, no, sorry. Boom. Right about there. We'll need to shrink it. And take all the backs of these. And we'll do this with this sharp. So we get a nice curve. Sort of. I guess we'll switch this way. Okay. Doop. All right. And Control J. Find them all. Now we're going to give them the hair material. It's nice muted color here. Then we'll have a solidify. Me watch my coworkers make a shit ton more work for us needlessly be a thing today, I guess. Almost there. Almost weekend time. That's fun. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the corner. Coworkers. Coworkers. Stupid. Solid subdivision, please. Try and click the thing. Nice. That doesn't look too far off. Let's get that nostril in there. Here. Cut in there. is it? I feel like it should have higher wireframe count. A bit higher than I actually wanted it to be, but that's okay. Slowly getting in a very intuitive understanding of what I should be doing. Feels good. Struggle stream. Struggle stream. Like a grind stream? Sounds weird. All right. How dare you? Hello, Easy. Welcome, welcome. I think it's time for some eyelashes. My God, let me interact with this. Oh, it's because vertex. Gotcha. My God. We'll do this one first. Delete the tip and delete this edge. And then we will do, yeah, we'll need to dissolve at least at once. Dissolve. Bam, relax, space, relax. Okay. For some reason, remesh is the thing I'm least happy about whenever I merge my blockouts. I seem to lose too much detail smoothing it out. It's me issue, just not used to the flow of remeshing. Well, I've been thinking about that a lot, and I agree with you. It is really disappointing to put in a bunch of details and then just have them disappear. Um, but I think that the way that it's optimal to approach this is to you block everything out and then you retopologize when it's kind of things are in place, but you're not like sculpting the details, and then you use a multi-resolution to actually put in the details. That seems to me to be the workflow. In the only workflow that would kind of compete with um, ZBrush, because certainly the sculpting in Blender, it has a hard limit. Like you either just can't use the multi-resolution after a certain point, or I mean, yeah, you just can't use it after a certain point, which kind of sucks. Um, Yeah, I've been thinking about that, but then I usually opt for box modeling and then add multi-res and continue sculpting detail. Yeah, I think it's just, sculpting, the initial stages of sculpting, there is like an upper limit on detail. So you just end up having to switch over to some other workflow after a certain point. You just won't be able to do what ZBrush does in Blender, I feel. You try and break habits, try different things. But that's the fun part about Blender is you can get similar results. You just have to approach it a different way. I guess I don't need to count that just yet. All right, so let's take these two. Something like that. Try to get it as close as we can before it starts clipping. Switch this to sharp. Actually close in those changes. Why is that bending weird? Just me? Why is it? No, not influence. Just one kind of wants to be crooked. I can fix that later. All right. This one's a lot nicer. All right. So now we take these two, combine them, transform, mirror. Just take a quick look, add a nice material to it. Kind of close. I think we still need to bring in the sides a little bit. Maybe make the eyelash a little thicker. Okay. Like that. But then we do just want the eye a little bit smaller. Close enough. And then we do the thing. Take this, move it out. Or no, but we don't move the ends. Just move this out. And then we close the gap space and relax it. Or maybe we relax it first. Same thing. Move it out. These ones we need to actually cut though. Then relax, space, relax. And now we got some nice little eyelashes. Though there's more to do. Isn't there always? Isn't there always more to do? I think we'll take these, move them forward. Just all right. Zoom, hello, good morning. Welcome. I'm gonna sit down. Time to sit. Sexy, indeed. Got a nice little pixie. Is there a difference between a pixie and a fairy? Now, Loop2's menu, which add-on is that? I have Loop2's enabled, but it's only on the right-click menu. In my case, right-click config, not a fancy option panel on the side. Interesting. Well, it is a little deceptive because it does end up in this edit option. It's not doesn't say loop tools. It's just in this edit tab. Um, but I think it is just loop tools. Yeah, mesh loop tools. I'm just blind. Hey, it's a little tricky sometimes. I think it is weird that it is there. I like the curve in the ear. Me too. Me too. It's a nice little point. Little pointy ear. I've always had the option to collapse the edit tab. Never noticed it was there and I had to look under tool actually. I think I'll probably end up moving all of those options into my quick uh, favorites anyway. So that's where they are for now. But I have a feeling they'll all end up there eventually. All right, the eyes still look a little too big. Not quite sure what to do about that. I think what it is there's like a slight smile, and so the bottom of the eyes actually kind of come up like that, and then the eyes are a little bit more lidded as well. For my quick favorites is now empty. I filled it up too fast, useless things, just because I liked a vector normal copy from a single project, and then it's there, but I never use it from my favorite menu. I've seen some add-ons for the quick menu itself to like give it more options and stuff. So that may be something that is necessary to add eventually. Because it does fill up quick. That's better. That's better. All right, let's get some eyebrows in there. These ones are pretty simple. I don't need to use my eyebrow. Let a mirror subdivision and solidify. And we'll just use face project. And then copy this material over. And voila. Smooth for that one. Just try to get this lined up proper. pretty close. It's almost there. Almost there. Let's make this eyebrow a little bit thicker. Just feel like the way the eyes are shaped will be challenging for me to get exactly. It's close, but genuine challenge. Let's go ahead and just straighten that. Alrighty. Doop, doop. And this will be our tongue. It's pretty close overall, the shape of the face. Still think our eye is just not quite there. Quite there. Eyes are the hardest, yo. Yo. All right, we got another 15 minutes and we're going to call it and move on to actual work. Is this for commission or practice? This is just practice. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to do this as a commission, but maybe I'll get a find the artist or something and see if we could work something out. So close. It's so close. It's really this corner here of the eye. There's just too much whites of the eye. There, that's feeling good. Okay, but now I need to adjust the eyelash one more time. So close. It's so fun. There we go. At least for now. Then I always make the same shape of the nose where it's like rounded but not correct. Should be rounded. The bottom of the nose is kind of flat. But I really do love taking something that's 2D and like bringing it into 3D. That just feels really fun. There's quite nothing. There's nothing quite like that. Especially if you can get it close. It's a bit magical. All right, 15 minutes. Let's get as much of the hair in as we can and then call it a day. Something like that. For this one, I'm just going to go with sculpting only. With the inflate tool. Oh, I'm not on mesh filter. That's what I was expecting. Something like that. Do. Yeah, I'm feeling more confident about this as time goes on. Okay, one more chunk of hair. Open the ends. Okay. So we'll need it like right there. So and then we're going to hit it with the solidify. Nice. That's the wrong one. All right. And then we'll push this chunk forward till it covers up the head there. Pinch these sections. Certainly not what I would do if I was going to. I would spend a lot more time. If this wasn't just a sketch, I would be doing this a lot differently. A lot more differently. Mucho mejor. Differente. That looks a little funny. It just got a little too smooth, which is why I usually avoid turning it directly into some object I'm going to be sculpting. Does that hairdo flat out of the Jetsons? It's definitely got that vibe. Who was that? Was that the wife that had that haircut? Move this back, forward. But yeah, from a front view, it's acceptable. That's about it. What a charming design, though. Oh, I yeah, I do not like this big blob on the head. I love the bangs. The big blob on the head makes me a little upset. But I don't have time to go and do it all. Don't have time. Oh, we are missing just one or two of these. Bad. Oh, did I mesh it? Dang. Did not mean to mesh it again. Darn. Oh well. Yeah, I think we're good here. That's about as far as we can take this for now. That was fun though. It was a fun one. All right. We got 5 minutes left. Just work on the body a little. Good morning. Looks like a Pathfinder 2E style work of a fairy. Yeah, I like the classic style. It's a good look, but also good morning. Hello, welcome. I got your messages regarding the additional tweaks. I'll be taking a look at that in just a moment. This one, this. J. But for now, we're just going to do a little more on this warm up because I love, I love the warm ups. I really look forward to. Very fun. Man, hit it with the shrike. A fairy. That's fun. Do 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 do. I wish we had loop tools for everything we can select. Smooth, space, relax, all curves slash points, action curves while we're at all of them. There is a little mesh tool thing that I was looking at. Like there's loop tools, and then there's another add-on called mesh tools. I haven't really messed around with it though. But hopefully it's something like you're describing. All right, weird doll, like plastic Barbie doll look. Man, we are improving. It feels really good. Just getting more and more comfortable sculpting, making things. I think maybe some point I really will spend a whole day just doing a sculpture like this. Good job, good job. Just leave my hair again so you got more than me. Die, hair, die. Where are these pictures coming from? I just find them on Pinterest. I really should get the artist's name though. I don't see it on the picture, but I am just farting around on Pinterest, and that's like when I'm waiting for something to load, I'm usually just scrolling through Pinterest on my other monitor. All right, I gotta stop. I will keep working if I let myself, but I need to take a break. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and end the recording of that work session. And then I'll close this other window here. Bam. Close the OBS. Go. Save. Bam. I think the next time I'll sculpt there entirely, just create a mesh blob and snake hook the shit out. Yeah, I think it's like you can only have like two options. Or three options. There's you make it purely out of mesh, sculpt it from a blob, or you use the curves, uh, Bezier curve. Those are really your only options in Blender for, um, unfortunately. All right, I'm going to pop up in Unity, and while that's loading, I'm going to use the restroom, and then we'll get to work. So I'll be right back, y'all. Time for me to play some games with the lads. I'll catch you later. Happy blending. Sounds good, Snardum. I know you're probably already headed out, but hope you're having a good rest of your day. Bye. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Why did the bottle get big? And seems other avatars bottle work on the full avatar on all avatar match doesn't work. Avatars dial menu when show does not hop. But shows does not hop to the magic dial menu. Okay, so something wrong with the menu. The dagger and the book on the hip are missing. Ditch the all avatar. Oh wait, did I name them properly? Let's see. Okay, there's named all. Okay, ignore the. Yeah, all one we can get rid of. I just misnamed that. It must have gotten rid of my. Oh, okay, yeah, I just uploaded a duplicate. Gotcha. So yeah, RP version, full version. Perfect. Okay. So, welcome back. Let's focus on the all features right now. When I did the bottles get big. Spine, chest. It's because of the weird scaling issues. Not issue, but workaround. Bottle pack container. Let's turn one of these on. That seems to be the right size. Okay, on full version. Okay, perfect. So it's just the poker version. Let me write this down. So models on poker version, and then magic menu missing. And there is. Oh, so you still want the book on the hip? I can't add the book on the hip of the poker avatar. That will take it, or the RP version, role playing version, because it's at the minimum amount of mesh renderers or mesh components. Let me double check those two elements. Now, let's see. It's probably at either. If it's at 49, then we can add it. But I believe it is at 49. Let's see. Version. Okay, no, we can add. Material slots 31. So we'll just drop it in. So hip. Book on hip. Bam. Dagger. And book on hip are missing from the full avatars. The dagger I didn't set up to on the hip. I don't believe that was requested initially. But the book on the hip should be working. Maybe I just have to have it enable that start. Magic. Magic. Magical look low. Oh, not that. Book. Oh, what the? Oh, of course. God damn it. I deleted it. That's why it's missing in the menu. Literally deleted the magic menu. Whoops. Cards, magic. Okay. Damn it. Can't believe I did. I was like, oh, it's all working. VR Labs, Orb Hue. That's fine. It's just putting them in that folder. Okay, that's fine. That's why I deleted it, because they were conflicting at first. Import. Bada boom. All right, so now the prefab should be back. Uh, 000. Okay, so it should be just drag and drop, and we're good. Now we'll still need to realign it. Book closed low. Bam. Yeah, it's definitely not the correct view. What the fucking fuck? Real concerns that the particles. No questions at the moment. But is it just missing the material? All that it's missing? But there's a lot to these. Um, but everything else is working properly. It's just the stuff in these folders. But if it has a constraint, I can't drag and drop replace it. I need to just going to restart really quick. See if it recreates those connections. Because everything's in the same spot. But the prefab was. There is no prefab connection. Okay, that's why. There's nothing telling it to look for that material again. But all the contexts and all the constraints are in the right spot. Everything's set up correctly, which is good. But again, it's just missing the materials. So for these ones, the spell particles, these will probably be very easy to replace because they all look at the same thing. Just spellcast parent. No, I think I have to expunge the character of it. That's really the only way. then. Unpack the prefab. I'm almost to 50k points. Getting there. Getting there. Yeah, excuse me. On my way to 70. L. R. Chest. Hip. Bottom boom. Main hierarchy. Okay. And then for each of them, we go to the low, resize it. Okay. So we go to the low magic folder. World stab. Now it's in hand. Our hand. So I want to take our hand. Or first we take the low. That's fine. That's a fine size. Move it into the hand. one. Staff folder R. Or sorry, L. Now we're on the left hand. Right. Then we go to staff. One. Not bad. Set it back to. Actually, no. Well, yeah. And R. That's where it expects it to be. And then we just turn off staff low. All right. Next. Back to the first one. Blah, blah, blah. Won't be used, but we got to set it up just in case. All right, now we're doing the same thing for the wand. Perfect. Save. Phew. Excuse me. And turn this off. Next. Book.
And we also want to include in our version of this book closed. All right. And we'll deal with that in a second, but for now, let's just put it in the correct position. Could not tell you which way the text is supposed to be. It must be this way. Which means it's correct. Yes, you would. Okay. Ah, okay. Bam. Bam. Something like that. There. And then for the book holder, we'll add one more and put in book. Here. This is how we found it, like that. And we can turn off book low. Back to here. We've got a visualization arrow. Spellcast parent. It's parent right here. So now it's in this spot. Basically want to do this. And back to the spellcast target or parent. 0, 1. So Sam, so you haven't gotten a chance to review things. Not as of yet. Not as of yet. Even about there. All right. Visualization arrow. Turn it off. Save. And then follower target. Light orb. Light orb. Oh, gotcha. This one doesn't do anything because it's the wrong one. All right. That's fine. And thankfully, the animators are already there, so that we don't need to change. Bleh. Okay. Magic should be working again. We just need to go here. Menu Chelsea. Props all. Magic. And Magic submit. All right. Then we need to adjust the book animations so that it turns on the book. Scared myself. Oh, that scared me. All right, so I should have left on the magic folder, the book holder, book closed. Should be on. Oh, it's in the hand. This should be set to hit in the meantime. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and apply that. Yes, yes, yes. I'll accept the loot. Dang it. The loot should not be here. Get out of here. All right. But again, for our character, we need to take the okay. Animations should be okay because those would retain their connection. It's only the prefab that lost its connection. Okay. Then those are working. Book. The book. Here, but select book summon. And all we want to do here on book summon is select book holder and set this to 0. Oh, and also set book closed to off. So if I remember correctly, the control goes into book summon first, and then we just want to go to master off. Master. Oh, this is annoying. Why can't I just search? Why can't? Bam. Book holder. Yes, because this is what off means for this animation state. Perfect. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I haven't even touched my coffee yet. Darn, it's cold already. Which means we should be good on the magic now. All right. So, to test that, we will bring out the gesture manager tester. Props, magic, book. All right, so book. We need to tell book summon to put the put it back. Okay, but it is working. So book summon on dissolve in should be in hand. And my notes are terrible. So we go to the magic animations. And we want book summon. And what we need to tweak is right here. Because it's dissolving them slowly. Then it needs to be it is off though. It should be in the hand. And it does appear in the hand for a moment. So it's this and L. Needs that value. And R needs that value. And just to be safe, unsummon and book. Actually, book off is fine. Whatever. Save. Play. Perfect. Awesome. And then the spells. Pam. Gesture. I think it's point. Oh, wait. Book is in the left hand. So if we do a spell, we need to tell it to mew, 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 mew. Awesome. All right, spells are working. Light stuff up. Dark veil. Big stinky fart. Nice. Heal. Okay, things working just fine. Bottle. So it's the bottle that's making sound. And smash. All right. Magic menu, back. Boom. Book on hip, back. Dagger, knocked back. So, Biuk. Biuk. Dagger. Dagger. She's got a lot in her inventory. I think we'll put it on the front over here. Okay, damn it. Always wants to zoom out as far as possible. Alrighty. Pokes out a ways. I make it a little bit smaller. Never mind. So, when they're using the props, when the props are off, when the props are off, when the props are off. All right. So, prop. Interesting. What's the animation name? Oh, okay, I see. I get it. And then dagger is active. Technically, it's always active, visible. And we want the dagger to be here. Okay, which means for every other state, besides when it's in the hands, it's on the belt. Come back to that. Loot, we can leave alone. All right. All right. So all of these except for this one, which needs the dagger. All right. So now the dagger should work. You don't need to change the animator. It'll just be in the right spot now. Uh, so dagger and both on hip are now fixed. And that should update both versions of the character. But we'll double check. All right, I'm going to go to the restroom really quick. BRB, one moment. All right, I'm so our full version of the character, all features, is doing pretty well. Let's go ahead and apply all and go into gesture mode one more time. Just make sure all the props are working properly. And then we'll fix the bottles. The other one, then that should be it. And then we're just uploading them. Bam. Dagger. Then we can switch with which hand. Crate puts it back. Row. Awesome. All right, that's working. Bottle's working. Magic's working. Playing card is working. Oh, I was like, wasn't it a different table before? Gotcha. Okay. um, good to go. That one is done. Now let's check out our poker version of the avatar, the slightly more optimized version. Really should get to the RP version, roleplay version. That's what it's for. But we want to look into the armature, hips, spine, chest. No, not chest. The right arm has the bottle. Bottle. Here. And that, and yep, it's definitely oddly sized. So that means we need to adjust the container size and position. This should be 0.01, 0.01, and 0.01. Then say 0, right there into the hand. And I think it's a little bit bigger than the other one, other character. Now let's compare. armature, spine, chest, shoulder, down, down, down. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. What does it say on the size of this one? Wait. Very similar in size by that metric. Certainly looks like this one. Make it just a little bigger. Just visually match it. Or maybe that's the type of bottle. Okay, which one is this? Which one did I enable? The first one. I enabled the Bacardi. So this one, let's switch it over to the beer. Oh, okay. That's more reasonable. All right, so they are the same size. Gotcha. It's just the wrong bottle. Perfect. Then actually let me go here, copy this component. And then paste component values. Now they're in the exact same spot. Perfect. This one. So that should fix the bottle because they were just gigantor. Boom. And set this to 0 real quick. Overrides. Apply all. I take that back. We needed to turn this up. And same for this one. This one we can actually just revert, can't we? Yes. All right. Next, what we need to do, we still need to move the dagger logic over to our other version. So we'll go to dagger. We will copy this component. We'll go to Daub's dagger here. And I actually shouldn't do it quite like that. Instead, go into the armature, the hips, duplicate this target, copy a component, and then move this over into the hips of the other character, paste the values, bam, then go to dagger, drop the holster there, bam. Nice. And now, since I didn't update any animator logic, just the animations, everything will transfer over perfectly. But we will test in just a moment. Okay, so now let's start that one. Go to Gesture Manager, play mode. And boom, expressions, props, RP items. Turn that off, turn that on. Dagger, crate, broom, barrel, and oh, that's just which hand. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome. Playing cards, those are fine. Kind of want to move the bottle into the props so it's not out here. Feels weird that it's separate right now. But it's not working anyway. Why is that? That's because the props are in the right spot, but the bottle logic is different. So bottle animator, we need to transfer over. So if we go over, which one are we looking at right now? This is the full control. We want to copy these into our other animator. So we want to use, no, before we do that, let's start renaming these to RP. Boom. RP. Perfect. So save, open, enter our manager, drop this in. Jake, undo that. Well, in our FX Chelsea RP menu, we find the bottle layers and we delete all of them. Boom. 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 And boom. All right. Then we grab the avatar here. Bam. And we could copy parameters. I want to copy layers. Animator to merge. I don't like that. I would rather just make new layers and paste them in. Come on. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Let's close this tab. Go to FX Chelsea RP. We want the full one. Here's the full. We're going to go to bottle parameter drivers. We're going to copy the layer. Do it that way. Find out. Paste the layer. No. Back to the full. Whoa. Beer parameter drivers. Select everything in the layer. Copy it. Back to the other one. Paste. The only difference is for this one, double check that, but pretty sure we only want the beer and the Captain Morgan. So those are the only ones we have, and we're using the menu to make it happen, which is the biggest difference. And here. Sorry, I'm doing it this way. This is probably more inaccurate and kind of a waste of time. I'm going to delete that. We're going to go into Daub, save it here, open up the prefab, get to the bottle. Right here, copy the component, delete this, go to tools, or no, tools, bottle tool. And here, props, bottle pack container, in the hand, paste component values. So we're putting it back in the spot we need. Drop this here. Drop this here. Now this one, the menu, right here. We only want your bottle, the Captain Morgan, everything controlled by the menu. That was the change we needed to do. And set up. Boom, boom, beer. Make sure everything's sized correctly. Yep. Amazing. That's a lot simpler. Now we just want to check the animator. Looks good. It does. And it's using the correct toggles, no longer gesture toggles. Awesome. Save. But last thing to check are our parameters here. And that looks good. Awesome. Now we can go ahead and save and go back to our scene. Hit the gesture manager and take a look. And we hear it, so we know it's working. For some reason it starts on. So I think I need to change that. All right. Nice. Whew. Dagger's fixed. Book is fixed. Magic menu is fixed. Bottle is fixed. All that's left now are the loot, finger, animations. So it's nice that we have a layer for this already. Or props the loot, because now we need to create a pose for the hand. This is a commission. Hello, Pichu. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Yes, so I was provided these assets, and I'm just adding them onto the provided avatar. So more of a edit commission. A lot of little pieces to add. We got a big animator that we're working through. But yeah, pretty fun. Oh, hungry. But I hope you're having an amazing Thursday. Thanks for coming by. I have to take my pills. Do you know free/paid model that has cool toggles like being able to grab, hold items in their wearables? Been searching for one for studies. Gotcha. Um, I think the magic one is super fun. Um, so I'll load up the page. I have it in the avatar right here, but uh, magic. Need our chat. Treat that. Um, Doing good. I was able to try out the Warudo, similar to VC Face, and it's kind of cool. There are built-in animations for any VRM. Oh, interesting. I'll have to take a look. I'm very interested in alternatives to VC Face because it's awful. um, I just don't like VC Face. But for the uh, prop here, this is not an avatar per se, but it does give you assets like a staff. Um, and a book and just a few things that are interactable. So, like with the book, you can grab it from one hand to the other. Um, the staff you can grab from like your shoulder, um, and then in your hand. So it kind of gives you a good idea of how some props should work. And as well, it's got a shit ton of really cool magic spells. So, you know, this is kind of fun because you could add it to pretty much any of your avatars, um, give you a good idea on how interactive props work. And yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Post it in general. But, oh, hey, no problem. Yeah, that's a fun one. And it's a little cheaper than a full avatar. You know, you're not buying a Gigantor avatar or something. Book summon loot. Oh yeah, loot finger anims. So we want to add Dawn. Edit. I'm going to make an animator in here. That doesn't matter. I'm going to drop this onto character. Save. And I'm going to go to just double check the name of the animator. Chelsea Prop Loot. Probably be best to use loot hand targets. Hey, no problem, Pichu. Yeah, I hope you've been doing well. Working on any fun projects at the moment? So now, oh, that's why. Animation. Long shot, but have you ever tried a penetration system in VR models? I have made some avatars I do not publicly and commissions and such. So um, I am familiar with the Raliv, Raliv, the standard systems. So if you have questions on that, you're always welcome to DM me through Discord. Actually, just been weight painting. I'm figuring out how to lessen flipping in the model's armors. Gotcha. It's DPS. It's the DPS system. It's the standard, I would say. This one here. Um, yes. uh, Also, if you're looking, we're talking about lessening clipping. Definitely check out this tool. I may have already sent this to you before or shared it before. Um, but it's free and it allows you to transfer the weights between objects based on proximity. So definitely recommend just checking it out. Pretty easy. It helps me set up clothing very, very rapidly. Clothing or anything the character's wearing. Oh, I'll post that in Discord too. But yeah, that's the standard stuff people use to set up DPS and all the ERP related content. Um, the Poyomi Pro also offers some other features, but I think the DPS, the one I talked about, is a lot easier to use and set up. Um, There we go. Bam. Prop loot lift. Next we'll do prop loot right. Because we're already looking at it. And I'm gonna hit record. So then we have to go into the hand. Hey, Pichu. That's super kind of you. Thank you. Super appreciate you gifting those subs. Uh, Everyone, say thanks to Pichu. Thank you, Pichu. Much love. Oh, it's been a good week. We got a lot of this week. This feels awesome. Thank you. Thank you again, Pichu. 2 emotes now, yeah. We're moving up in the world, Pichu. We're moving up in the world. You can also throw things at me through YouTuber. YouTuber Plus in the rewards section. Or redeems, the redeem section. Thank you again. Thank you. And then, oh, I'm excited. Oh, why is it? It's gonna zoom me out all the time. No worries. I make it a habit to gift sub whenever I ask from you. You are always kind. Oh, well, thank you. I seriously don't mind helping, and I love to help. I certainly appreciate the subs. Thank you. Makes me happy that people are making avatars, getting creative. That's the good stuff. Look for a bit while I do something. Sounds good. Sounds good. VR Avatar is amazing. It's kind of cool that it's going to be accessible on mobile phones as well. Yeah, I'm super pumped for that. It's going to be an interesting time for VR chat once we become the Roblox competitor. In terms of being accessible on phones. Bam. And then yeah, posing hands is difficult. Difficult. They're ordered improperly. That should work. Wait, has it not recorded any of this? No way. What's going on? Why didn't it record that? What the fuck? Well, the nature of Unity. You're not doing it right if you don't do it twice. Or thrice. Unity not recording animation. Would that be? I've never had a problem with that before. If I take the shoulder and move it, does that save it? Does not. Hmm. Unity not recording bone motion. Bone? This is a humanoid rig, right? Yes. Yes. So Unity not recording humanoid bone rotation. Me, oh my. Always an extra challenge. Is it not? I can record animation in Blender. And then I should be able to import the animation into Unity. Oh, that was the wrong character. Done. Edit it. This character came out really well. But not what we're worried about right now. Make a horizontal split. Go to Dope Sheet, Action Editor. Make a new clip, and we'll call this Loot or Chelsea Loot and Pose. Yeah. Actually, it would be R. We're just going to pose just the one hand. So hit record and don't really know what to do, but just fart around with this till it looks good-ish. At least it's easier to move this stuff around in here. Saves me some agony in trying to animate it inside of Unity. Something like that. And so we've got these bone animations. I'm going to turn off recording for right now. And we will save that file. We're going to now export this. Make sure we bake animation. Ooh, but hey, before I do that, I need to Control Tab, take all the clips and move them over one. And then at the start, reset all the rotations for all the bones. Because if I remember correctly, exporting animation has a habit of saving the frame, or saving the pose. So happy you're not giving up. I'm like the workers at my job site. Uh-oh. Too bad I'm not fit for construction. Okay. Where did I just export that? Okay. Just in there. That's not the spot I wanted to. Bam. Overwrite this one. VRChat with mods. Bake animations. Export. This should be good. Right. Hmm. Just thought of a geometry nodes tool I would want to make. Yeah, getting stuck thinking about it. It actually is super nice. Huh. And you could do it with a lot of curves. Write that down actually. Curve geonode. Take multiple curves and lock them. Interesting thought, but back to work. All right, so I'm getting super distracted. I like the thought a lot, but I really should focus right now. All right, we exported. That's fine. We got animation, import animation. Says no animation data is available. We overwrote the correct one. Apply. I want to find the hand. Hand R. And those values do not change. Poopy. But the clip is applied. Usually that's my trouble. Move it over. Export again. Bake animation. Key all bones. Blah, blah, blah. Bam, bam. Oh, it is happening on both of them. Okay. That's no problem. Sort of a problem. Not a problem at the moment. All right, loaded. We just have barrel. Nothing moves. All right, that's fine. Delete this. What? Import animation. Whoa. Interesting. Why? There's so many more animations here. And I see mine. But where'd all these other ones come from? Is that all saved in the file? Oh, I guess so. That's cool. No wonder it took so long to export. I was like a little surprised by that. Makes a little more sense. All right, so now we've applied them and I should have access to them, most importantly. And what we'll do is we will take our hand pose, duplicate it. Now we have it separate. We'll move it into our animations here. Now we have this hand pose. Most certainly we have its values. Let's delete all the shape key stuff that it brings in. Anything that's not related to the hand. Chest, head, jaw, foot, arm, forearm, blah, 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 hand. Neck, delete the neck stuff. Eye. All right, so this is all hand stuff. I don't think I need these because we're just worried about the fingers. Eyeball. Now we'll take everything from the right hand, copy it, go to the animator we want to mess with, which is the loot right, and paste it. Preview. And clearly the hand is now posed, though the thumb is not. That's fine. We'll go back to the original file. Here. Probably these values. I don't think anything else can contribute. Copy. H. Loot. Right. Paste. Wait. I didn't want the feet. Get that out of here. Just the hand. Just the right hand. Nice. Doesn't make a difference. Oh, no, I just didn't push it far enough. Okay. Duh. So this is the pose we want right here. All right. So now we can get the pose. All right. Ugh. next to check, how does that actually look on the model? Because if we go into the gesture manager and play it, will it only affect the hand or will it do other stuff? RP loot. Hard to see. The rest of the body didn't move, but the hand is definitely posing. Now, if only I could see it inside of that. Oh, wait, well, we do. We do when I'm making it, but it does appear to be working. That being said, I'm still going to make an animator mask for it. I don't want it to affect anything else. Also, the bottle parameters. So if we go here, boom, controllers. Yeah, these two right here. Just want to say bottle should not be on by default. That's all. Okay, back to here. H loot. Right. Preview. And we'll need to adjust so it's just these last values. Okay. And then we're also going to tweak it so that in the hand, let's do the right hand to start with. Ha, perfect. There is a loot target. Nice. Perfect. So preview this, move it there, and then we're not recording. We just want to move the loot there. All right. Chelsea, are you here? Just want to rotate the thumb a little bit. So that it touches. How does this look as holding it? So the hand's kind of cupping it on back. I'm going to tweak the thumb a little bit, but is this the right position? Sorry, let me open this up a little. How's that position look? I know it's kind of an awkward pose, but just double check it. Move the neck further up the arm. Okay, so right about there. So thumb base is at the center of neck. Gotcha. Okay, so other direction. Good. Loot target. more like that. Looks pretty good, actually. $90. Like this way? Sorry, up the arm doesn't make. I'm is press the strings. Fingers. Oh, gotcha. So like this. Like that. All right. Decent. And will you be able to move your fingers with this animation? Are you using the index? Do you have finger motion? Just the question. Okay, perfect. Okay, then this won't interfere with anything. That there. Just have it so the fingers lay on the strings in the grab position. Gotcha. Then stretched. And middle stretched and spread. It's an odd way to animate the fingers, but it seems to be working. Also, who calls it stretched? How would it be called stretched? That's such an unreal term. You may have to turn your hands at an odd angle in order to. That should work, actually. Just rotate it. Boom. That should work just fine. Okay. Then just continue with all of these. So little. Just leave it like that. um, Pinky, pinky, pinky. All right. There we go. So that's recorded, so I should have it all in the right spot. The only thing I want to do now is simply take all these frames, keyframes, delete them, move this over. Now it should just be just this pose. Okay. Awesome. All right. Now, get the other hand. Do it. I'm going to go to, let's go to the loot layer. And as if the loot is off, which will actually go ahead and make the default state. And then this one is just empty. So we'll go ahead and rename it to Chelsea prop hand position left. And we'll have to redo these transitions most likely. Yes, okay. That will work. And to think about it. And this will be a position. Right. Okay. Now, in our loot settings, we have loot right. I'm going to duplicate this. Loot right hand position. And in the original clip, we will delete all the animator data. So it's just this stuff. And then the hand position one will do the opposite. Anything but the animator. Because I can go to the right hand, drop this in, and go to the left hand, drop this in, and hit mirror. Now it should work. Dun, 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 dun. Should. All right, then we just want to have some transitions between these two. And this one is basically Chelsea hand. This might not be correct, but I might have to switch this hand. False. Which hand does it assume it's in? I can't remember. All right, remove the animator from here, save, and play. Gesture mode. Right now it's immediately going to hand position right. So did the hand move? It did. Most definitely did, and that's okay. Fix that in a sec, but I just want to see if it went the other way. Does it pose the other hand? And yes, it does. Christmas symbol. Okay. Awesome. All right. So the hand position's working. Now what we're struggling with are our transitions, because it should only go into these if the if it equals 5, and depending on which hand it's in. So set up the same thing over here. Chelsea prop equals 5. So we have the loot out, and it is in this hand. All right. And to leave it, it simply just can't be 5. The prop just should be in the hands. But the visibility of it is a different question. That's why we'll need another layer up top. And so here, this one, is it thank you, equals, does not equal 5. Right. So leave those. This is just which hand is it. This will just determine which one it goes to first. It's fine. Then this one just determines which one it goes to first. Okay, perfect. Save. It's not done yet. Still a little bit more to add. Where is there? but in a second. First, let's test. Bam, bam, bam. Loot. It's in the right position and the hand is posed. Perfect. And then switch hands. Boom. Oh, lucky guess that I end up choosing the right hand. All right, perfect. Now we're going to do this without the gesture manager so I can adjust the finger. So hide, or just delete this object. Save. Take the animator. Drop it here. Save. Play it. All right. So I've asked my boss if I can just get drunk today while working, and she doesn't say no. Just keep it on the down low. I won't tell your boss anything. That looks good. And then switch to the other hand. And now we must adjust the position in the left hand. Loot. Target. Okay. Eh. Two. One. There's three. And three. There. Opponent. I think we're good. All right. And then exit play mode. Paste component values here. And remove this for now. I just want to apply all right now. So everything's backed up. Okay. Looks like we have got that squared away. What we need to create now is we have this loot off state, but we're going to change this to holstered off. Or no. Funny. We'll just make a new empty here. Remove this, put it here, and then it'll transition between these two. if debug 0 0 bam bam. Okay. Depending on Chelsea loot. If it's true, and we'll say loot holstered. Holster, loot, holster, disabled. Visible. That makes it a little bit clearer. Save. There we go. That's a little clearer as to what's going on. And so if the loot is true, it's visible, put it there. And if it's false, we go here. And then these ones are not even concerned about it. It will just pull it out of them no matter what. The only thing that would remove it from being invisible is if we need one more transition. And in the second one, if Chelsea prop equals file. So either of those conditions can take it out of this state. This one can only go to invisible if the loot is disabled and the loot is not being held. Perfect. Right. And I will add the gesture manager back. Time, play, test it out. Oh, hey there, Kai. Hello. I like the spinny waddle. Funny. Okay, perfect. Looks good there. Props, RP items. We turn it on and off. And we just want to swap these values. Oh. Oh, no, it's stuck there. Email the blacksmith today. Let's see. I think I still have access. I'm good on my end, at least. Oh, yeah, that should not be there. I think it should be working. And yeah, save. Try one more time. But actually, let me swap. If Chelsea loot false, and this one should be true. Almost lunchtime. 5 more minutes. We're almost done with
this.
Oh wait, no, that shouldn't do anything. This one should not do anything. This is only for if it's on visible on the back or not. All right, so we're working. We're in business, baby. Okay, awesome. Um, I'm going to get rid of the gesture manager. I want to add the avatar emulator. To emulate walking and movement, click the avatar and scroll to the next part in the bottom section with Liuma Av3 runtime component. Okay. Hello, preposterous. What is the Liuma emulator for? Um, it's basically. Oh, that's Pichu again. Well, welcome back. um, so basically, it just allows you to test all of VRChat's features a lot simple in a somewhat simpler way. It's a lot to look at, kind of that menu, that list of stuff, but the idea is that it's giving you a good understanding of how the avatar is going to behave. Um, like that. What we got? We can do the jump. Tell us if it's not grounded. Run speed 1. 10. I don't know why the run speed isn't working, but velocity. Yes, and they do work together. So you can't use the gesture manager with it. You have to delete the gesture manager and then just use the Avatar 3.0 emulator, and then it will add it itself. So then you can go in and do it. It's a little goofy that way, but that just works, I guess. What we want to see is if we have the loot enabled, does that prevent any of this other stuff? Okay, looks like it's only affecting the hands, which is very good news indeed. All right, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and get these uploaded, and then we're going to take lunch. Okay. Time to upload. That's alarming that it said that. Let's double check our FBX import. Because it should have had those ready. Bada boom. Menu? No. Controllers. Controllerinos? Where am I? This one. Spectre. Model. It's all fine. Oh, it must have been the magic items. Okay. Full version. Build and publish. So probably lag the stream a little. Gonna go on lunch. See you later, Sam. Sounds good, Era. Enjoy your day. Get a little pick me up. I'll see you after lunch. Loading, loading, loading. Will it blend? Sometimes it doesn't like to upload. Let's see. Yeah, I hope everyone's having. I'll probably just wind down the stream right now because I'm just going to be clicking upload for a little bit, and that's no fun. So why don't we just go ahead and end it now? I'm going to get lunch. For anyone new here, I do 2 streams during the day, so I'm going to end this one, and I'll be back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we'll pick up right where we left off, working on some new projects. And again, shout out to Pichu Preposterous. Thank you for the subscriptions. Super appreciated. And it's been a good week. A lot of support from y'all, and that means a lot to me. And then, but everyone else who's been hanging out, Chelsea, Kai, Era, thank you all as well for hanging out, supporting me. Snardum, Zoom, anyone else out there? Zaraj came by. And anyone that might be lurking, much love to all of you. We'll go ahead and end it here, and I hope you all have a fantastic break. Hope to see you in about an hour for more shenanigans. So see you then. Bye, everyone. Bye.